Let's get her done. Yeah.
You getting a couple?
Happy 4th, everybody. Happy 4th. Welcome, welcome. Gonna do a little gumbo today. Hope everybody enjoys. We'll see how this works out. Have a little 4th of July. Got a little bit of red, white, and blue.
And a little brew.
And a little brew with a little red, white, and blue. So let's get it going anyway. We're gonna start off. We got smoked sausage, andouille, and chicken in the bottom.
No, we're not close to Morgan City. We live in Arkansas.
We're from
But
Louisiana.
yeah, we're from Louisiana.
I'm gonna rinse my bowl out, so I'm gonna be putting that back in here. Get rid of the salmonella.
Oh hell. If we live through COVID, we can live through salmonella.
Yeah. What's cool?
Everybody saying hello.
Hello, happy 4th, happy 4th. Gonna do a little chicken, sausage, and andouille gumbo with some okra. The one thing about gumbo is you can probably cook it a million different ways. There's probably a million different recipes on how to cook it. So you don't cook it this way, it don't mean yours is right or wrong. Don't mean mine right or wrong. I'm gonna throw a little seasoning in there. A little bit of that what the fuck.
Happy 4th, best cook I know. On my way from North Alabama.
Come on with it. Come on. We welcome. We got some old yard pimp in here. Smoked sausage, andouille. We're gonna get this one brown up a little bit, kind of break it down.
We're from Louisiana, but we live in Arkansas.
Throw this old lid here on here. We'll get a little bit of that going. Maybe turn the heat up a little bit.
Gotta love some gumbo. Happy 4th from Wisconsin.
Absolutely. Happy 4th to y'all. It's America's birthday.
What market do we shop at?
About the only place I usually shop, for the most part, there's a little local, the local store in town, about 10 miles from here. They do a lot of fresh cut meat. They're mom and pop, family owned. That's where we usually shop. We'd rather support our people and support the locals. And plus, they're real good people, so that makes it even a lot nicer. And love going in there and chatting with them. They always got a smile on their face. That means more to me than saving a couple of pennies at some other stores.
Man, I like y'all. Reminds me how my aunt and uncles did it 50 years ago.
Well, we appreciate it. Like I said, this is for those that may just be joining for the first time. My wife and I, we both traveled all over the United States. We worked pipeline. I did for almost 30 years, and we came through this area on kind of on vacation, found a piece of land for sale, bought it, came back about a year and a half later, started building. We bought a sawmill, went to building, and here we are. Cooking outside, drinking cold beer, enjoying life. I hope y'all doing the same. Let me know if the guy that made that knife comes on.
Yeah, I will.
I can thank him for that. So again, we've got some andouille in here, smoked sausage, and some yard pimp, which would be chicken. We're just gonna kind of get this browned a little bit and cook it down just a little, the way I like to do it. Then we're gonna add a big pan of green onions, yellow onions.
I wish we had our granddaughter here, but she's actually in Miami, Florida. I'm trying to go back and try to catch some of these questions. What beer is that?
Silver Bullet.
Somebody said, how do you put it? Beer, yes, not cooking yet.
If you hadn't started cooking, get in the truck, come on. We're gonna have plenty here today.
Somebody said they travel to Marrero a couple of times a year for hunting and fishing.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Why Florida? That is where her mom's from.
Yeah, she was here for
9 months? 10 months?
8.5, 9 months.
Oh, yeah. You'd be surprised on how they some people still cook like this in Miami, but it's on the outskirts.
Yeah, we actually, you know, her family's Peruvian, my daughter-in-law.
Go
And
Tigers.
A lot of I've only been, my wife's been way more than I have. I've only been down there, I think, twice. And you know, her family, like I said, most of them come from Peru and stuff, and their way of cooking is not a whole lot different than ours.
You have someone from Scotland. I saw another flag. Let me go back and see.
Scotland, well, they got some good whiskey over there.
Canada.
All my Canada buddies. I've got several that always come and check us out, stay with us a while. I appreciate them.
You got some new people on wanting to know what you're cooking.
We are cooking, believe it or not, as hot as it is outside. We're cooking a chicken, andouille, smoked sausage, and okra gumbo. I've had so many requests to cook a gumbo that we're gonna do it on
Mexico.
We're gonna do it on the 4th of July. We'll get this set. Like I said, I've got the sausage, the andouille, and the yard pimp up in here. We're gonna get that kind of.
Buenos dias, amigos.
Buenos dias, ¿cómo estás? And cerveza.
Trinidad and Tobago.
So here in just a minute, we're gonna pull this back out. Then we're gonna go in with our. We didn't want to bore y'all, so we made a roux, put it in a little mason jar. That way we don't have to sit here for about an hour and 10, 15 minutes making a roux. Again, we're working on trying to get some of these things where y'all can get your hands on them.
There's a girl on here. She said her last name is DeSale also.
Where you from?
Her name is Olivia DeSale.
Olivia?
And it's DeSale, not DeSales.
You ain't from Mooresville, are you?
Iowa here. I'll bring the pork chops.
Come on, bring them. We'll do smothered pork chop. Oh, hell, we'll do fried pork chops.
Yeah, y'all need to give us some ideas of what y'all like to have cooked.
Potato soup or something.
Thanks for sharing. And have a blessed day.
Set this here. Set this here. We're gonna pull.
¿Cómo está?
Bien, bien, tú. We're gonna pull this yard pimp out.
No, we are not close to the Appalachian Trail. We're actually not too far from the Trail of Tears. Make some corn and crab bisque. We actually made that a couple of weeks ago.
If you're new and you've missed any of our previous lives, you can go to YouTube, Cajun Custom Calls. You can actually watch any of the previous lives we did. We do put them on YouTube.
There's another person on here. He said, my dad is from Marksville and my grandma was a DeSales with the S.
Well, I'm not going to say we couldn't be related because there's a lot of DeSales and just DeSales. And, you know, I really don't know the point or the reason why some of them just took the S off or what happened. I've actually looked back in some of my family, and at one point in time they were DeSales. And I guess later on, I guess we just got lazy and just left the damn S off. I don't know.
Some new people coming in wanting to know what you're cooking.
We're cooking a chicken, andouille, sausage, and okra gumbo. And get all this sausage back out of there. We got another sausage in here to feed 20 people. Which we're going to need it, because we're probably going to have, later this evening, we'll probably have 5 or 6 more show up. I don't know if the smell carries or what, but for some reason people tend to show up.
We have some friends that live in Krotz Springs.
Alright, so there's let's walk over here real quick. I've got a pan here. I'll kind of make this 3 large onions, 2 bell peppers, a whole thing of shallots, about 2 pounds of okra, a little bit of garlic. I'm gonna drop this in, just like that.
Right half of my aunts have a different last name. They have an extra letter. Some people are like blisters. They show up when all the work is done.
Yeah, I have no doubt. But that's fine with me.
Are you cooking the rooster from yesterday? The one that...
Well, you don't hear it, some bitch, do you? There is a way to keep things quiet around here.
Miss Bev, she's doing good. I think she goes to the Mayo Clinic in a couple of weeks and stuff.
All right, so we're going to add about 6 cups of water.
Make chicken adobe. Oh, that does sound
take this little bit of what I got left of my what the fuck seasoning. And we're going to be generous.
Never got the okra to come out right. Always slimy.
All right, I'm fixing to show y'all that is a big problem a lot of people have. And that's why I do what I do. And I ain't saying it's the only way. I'm just telling you the way. My grandmother actually used to take the okra before making a gumbo, and she would put onions, bell peppers, the okra, and she would stew it down on the stove or wherever, and you cook it. As you see, I just put about 6 cups of water in here, and it's gonna get slimy. And we're gonna keep adding water and keep cooking it down until that slime disappears. We'll cook it out of it.
He's funny when you're high.
Do what?
Somebody said he's funny when you're high.
Hell, I'd almost say I'm funny when I'm high. But I'm not high and he's high and he thinks I'm funny. I like that. All right, let's turn the heat up a little bit. Get some of these good coals. Get them underneath there.
He's making a chicken and sausage gumbo.
Chicken, sausage, andouille, and okra. We've got our chicken and sausage we've got over here. It's already been browned. We got the okra and onions, bell peppers, a little garlic, some shallots. We've added about 6 cups of water. We're gonna let this cook for a little while, get that okra where it's not slimy. Once that cooks down to the point where it's not slimy, we're gonna go ahead and add the chicken and stuff back in there and add a bunch of water, get it up to a boil, and then we're gonna throw the roux in there. We made this roux early this morning. I didn't want to bore y'all to death with making roux. So we did that prior to starting our live. So that's gonna sit for a minute. You won't flip the camera around. I'll come sit right here for a little while. Let that kind of brew.
I don't know how.
Oh, you might not be able to.
Here we go.
There you go.
Wait.
Here I am. All right, let me get my spectrums out so I can see what's going on. Happy 4th. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh my God.
How long will the whole process take? Yeah, we'll probably go for about 2 hours. But of course, you know, you gotta take into consideration we gotta drink a lot of beer and play it by ear. But y'all can see behind me, that's actually our Kwanzaa hut. That's actually our house. We're fixing to do some more work on it. We're gonna cover the outside and whatnot. I'm trying to keep up. Y'all are getting questions out of here. What are you cooking today? We're cooking a chicken, sausage, andouille, and okra gumbo. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. As I've always said, for those of you that are new, all our gifts we receive on here, anything we get on our Venmo or any other, you can go to the bio, anything that's donated to our cause on my page does go straight to, we do try to help people. We'll do a cook like we did for Miss Bev. We'll do a cook for someone else and try to help them out. Damn, it ain't that damn easy to hold this fucking iPad and try to get a damn view on shit. But, so nevertheless, happy 4th from South Carolina. Happy 4th to y'all. Lake Charles in the house. I appreciate that. Happy Independence Day. Same to y'all. Michigan.
Try not to both fall down, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we both went to sit down in our chairs, and I don't know, we didn't realize our asses was that much higher off the ground than we thought. I thought we both fell. Hey, thanks again. Like I said, guys, I know yesterday we had this conversation, you know, about how TikTok does take probably 40, 50, 60% of the donations that are given through the lives. So again, I do encourage people, if you want to donate to our Venmo, my Venmo account, or PayPal, all of that does go towards us helping a needy family. We'll find someone, and hopefully we'll be doing a live at someone's house here in the next 3 to 4 or 5 weeks. We're going to try to do a live and do a cookout for someone and donate what we can. So thanks to y'all again for that. I appreciate it. But All right, so I'm gonna get back, let her take this back over, and I'm gonna get back to checking the food. Again,
Let's see.
happy 4th of July to everyone, especially if you're just joining. If y'all are just joining, you're probably wondering what we're cooking today. We're gonna be doing a little bit of gumbo. We got the okra, the corn, shit, where the hell I get corn? We got okra, we got bell peppers, we've got shallots. I've got about 2 stewed tomatoes. I like to put in the okra itself to kind of cook down with that. It'll all dissolve. It won't even be noticed. It's kind of an acid thing for me. About 2 pounds of okra, 2 big bell peppers, 2 large onions, and a whole pack, I call it a pack, what you buy at the store, of shallots, green onions, whatever you call them. Seasoning, we've got our chicken, the sausage.
Are you his daughter? No, I'm his wife. I just stay behind the camera.
Yeah, she's kind of camera shy. So I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. So the other day, I was walking around, and I come across this, and that's actually
Get it to where the sun will hit it, maybe?
just a rock, as you can see, just an old rock full of quartz on the inside. I love finding stuff like that. I think it's pretty neat. That's the kind of thing you just never know when you're walking around here or somewhere. Here's another one I found. You can kind of see how it's full of the old clear quartz. Pretty neat stuff. You just never know what you might find just rooting around in these old woods, looking, being nosy.
What the hell's above my head?
A tree.
Nope, two birds fighting.
2 birds up in the top.
As long as they don't shit on my head.
Have 2 blue jays too.
Let's see, how long? We've been in here since 2016. I gotta go back and look because love your style of cooking.
Get this thing hooked up. Alright, got that old heat turned up there. They answer a couple of questions. I'm gonna have to go
All right, sorry, what? Okay, he just got, okay.
I'm gonna go get a couple more pieces of wood to throw on
He's
here.
cooking a gumbo, chicken, sausage, and andouille with some okra. Let's see. I'm going back. Happy 4th to everyone. Any advice on how to get started? Silent charts. I'm sorry if I'm quiet. I'm just trying to go through to answer some questions. He went to go get some more wood.
Alright, I'm back.
How far are we from Walmart? About 30 minutes.
I'm back. So, you know, one of the things I get a lot of questions about is when we do a live, because a live is one of those things, you know, we can't pause or we can't edit.
He's on his way.
So when we do a live, it's I'm usually up about 6 in the morning, prepping, getting things going. I usually start the fire at about about 9 in the morning. Get some good coals. As you can see, sometimes you misjudge the amount of coals you need. So we went get a little bit more white oak. And we'll have some coals here in a little while anyway. Plenty enough to get this going. Let's give her a stir.
Happy 4th to everybody.
Happy 4th, happy 4th.
Somebody put, I know it ain't traditional, but I put tomatoes in my gumbo.
Well, you know, being from Louisiana, being from the South, you hear a lot of different things. I put stewed tomatoes in my okra. I don't do it if I don't put okra. I don't put any stewed tomatoes. I do put, like I said, about 2 or 3 tomatoes in here, simply because growing up as a kid, as I said earlier, my grandmother, my mom, my dad, they would stew their okra with tomatoes and onions and then cool it off and bag it, whatever, and freeze it. And when we'd cook a gumbo, they'd make a regular gumbo and they'd add it in there. And for some reason, I always thought I had to stew my okra with onions and a couple of stewed tomatoes. So I still do it, but like I said, if I'm doing a regular gumbo with no okra, then I don't put any tomatoes in it. I love a seafood gumbo. I don't add okra. I love the seafood itself, and I don't put any tomatoes or anything in it. But I'm not one to judge or say that it's right or wrong either way. I think you got to cook to what you enjoy, and you know, you cook to your own taste. I've gone to a lot of restaurants, and they cook to what they think people want, and it is what some want, and it's not what others want. I guess that's the reason I never went to cooking or starting a restaurant, because I'd be more afraid people wouldn't like what I like. And there goes a piece of aluminum foil.
A lot of people are saying hi.
Hello, everybody.
Somebody said they put rotel in their okra.
Again, I don't see a problem with that.
We own 40 acres.
You know, you cook it down. I can tell you, in a pot of gumbo this size, when we get done today, you're not gonna find a damn piece of tomato nowhere in there.
How long we been married?
We've been married for 27 short years.
Oh yes, fried okra's good.
We've been married for 27 years.
I'm from Alabama, but my
Actually,
wife's
at
from
the end
Louisiana.
of this year, we'll make out 28 if we both make it there. She just got to get through life, and I got to get through her. But if all goes well, we'll get there and we'll hit 28 this year.
The aluminum foil will keep the flies off your chicken and sausage.
Yeah, I know. You just said that.
Are y'all retired? No.
We're not retired because I see too many people retire and then go downhill quick.
A couillon from Dusson.
Well, one couillon to another.
How long you been growing your beard?
About 6 years?
Yeah, something like that.
About 6 years, somewhere in that neighborhood. I did have a goatee when I worked pipeline. I kept a goatee. For years I was a welder, and then for years I was a superintendent.
Robert's on here.
Robert,
He said, "How's my favorite Cajun?"
let me show y'all something. Let me come around this smoke. All right, so Robert sent me.
No, this is Robert Phillips.
Oh, damn it, Robert.
Well, you can show him anyway.
Robert, you're the one that got you. You should have been here today. I thought you was coming. I didn't send you an email. No, I didn't. But all right, so I'm sorry. That's not Robert. It's
Southern.
shit. Anyway,
I'm sorry.
this young man made me a knife. Now, this is where it gets really, really
I have to look him
interesting.
up.
I don't know if y'all can see, but he managed to etch my profile pic
Come closer.
and WTF on this knife. Now that's badass. And now that I know Robert's on here.
Southern bearded. Southside beard. I'm sorry.
Southside beard. Okay.
I apologize if you're on here and I got your name wrong.
Well, there, you get on TikTok, so many people have something beard in their profile.
No, we are not close to the bayou or swamp. We are in northern Arkansas. We are from the bayou and the swamp area.
I grew up on the bayou. And like I said, we traveled for many years. Both our kids traveled with us. We came across here on vacation, just my wife and I. See, we've been here 6 years. So about 8 years ago, we bought a piece of land. We went to vacation, then we went back to work. And we came back 2 years later, year and a half or so later, we came back, quit pipelining, moved out here, and here we are.
No, she ain't missed a meal, trust me.
Who, her?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Look, she's rooting around right now looking for another meal.
We went from the swamp to the mountains.
Yep, we did do that.
Got some new people on wanting to know what you're cooking.
We cooking some okra, chicken, andouille, and smoked sausage gumbo. Alright, so I've got this okra to a point where y'all can kind of see it's no longer slimy. The slime has been cooked out of it. So there's no more slime. This is just the water I added in there. There's no more slime, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take...
We'll have probably about 6 people here when it's over with.
We're gonna take this smoked sausage, andouille, and this yard pimp, and we're gonna dump that right back in there. Now earlier we did put that in the pot and brown it.
Thank you for all the gifts.
We did brown this. So now we've added it back to the okra. This fucking spoon ain't working. Let me get this here paddle. This paddle right here is where it's at. You can cook, and if you get hung up, you can paddle your ass out.
How hard was pipelining?
How hard was pipelining?
Whew.
I mean, you know, pipelining it could be a rough life. But it was a life that I got into, and I loved loved the people. Loved the people I worked with. Didn't like a lot of the people that were on the jobs as far as inspectors and other stuff, because most of them were a bunch of fucking idiots. But that was just my opinion.
Somebody said, where is it at? Oh yeah, we already made the roux.
Yeah, so I made the roux earlier this morning. Threw it in this little mason jar. Didn't figure y'all wanted to sit here and watch me stir a damn roux for an hour and 10, 15 minutes. So I got up early this morning and I made that drinking coffee, not Coors Light, because my wife won't let me drink Coors Light while she's cooking breakfast. I don't know what the hell's up with that, but. So we did make the roux. We'll get that in there in just a little bit. Oh shit, I ain't putting this. I think I had water at some of it. Alright, again, I'm going to be back in a second. I've made some chicken broth. It's inside. Again, I made it on the stove. We do have a stove I'm gonna run and get that chicken broth, and we're gonna put this in here with it. I'll be back in just a second.
Let's see. Yeah, we started a little earlier this morning trying to get all the other stuff ready. So it won't take that long because a roux takes a good hour. I'm trying to go back and read some of y'all's questions. Did you cook breakfast over the fire? No, not. No, I actually cooked it. Well, I guess you could say it was over the fire. We have a gas stove in the house. You made windows, they stop what? What meat source? Is she a Miami Blue? All I know is she's a Blue Pit. He makes his own seasoning. Yeah, we're close to Mountain Home, but not close enough to go visit all the time.
I made a chicken broth this morning. I deboned the chicken that's in here. Took the bone. We made a broth. And you can see that black pepper right there at the end.
We are in the Ozark Mountains.
Again, we do on Magnolite pot. Do on this big ass cooper.
He said it's, Robert said it's 90 degrees where he's at.
Shoot, dang. And last week it was what, damn, 102 index over here. Hell, I thought I was back in damn Louisiana. Got damn hot as a well digger's ass. So we're gonna bring that to a ball. A pretty good rolling ball here in just a minute.
Everything is so alive. Somebody said it's 110 where they at. Ooh.
God bless you, man.
65 in Boston.
Huh?
65 in Boston.
Woo. That's what I want to be. I need to be cooking over there in Boston. I need an airplane ticket or gas money or something.
No, we haven't seen the show Ozark. Is that on Netflix or Hulu? Well, how did we meet?
We don't watch a whole lot.
At a bar in Baton Rouge.
We don't watch a whole lot of TV. There's too much shit to do around here to just stop and watch TV.
85 in San Antonio. Somebody said it's 116 in Romania.
Damn.
Woo! 30 degrees in New Zealand. Y'all have my heart. Is that Fahrenheit or Celsius? Because if it's Fahrenheit, I wish I was there.
Hell yeah, we love the cold weather.
It's 22 Celsius in London.
We love the cold weather. You know, I mean, we didn't have, well, I didn't have TikTok. I did have TikTok during the winter, but I had like 10 followers.
Yes, when it comes to outside cooking, he does all that.
We had, I think I had 10 followers through the winter, so I did a lot of just small videos, no lives. I didn't have enough followers, and when we finally hit 1,000, I started doing the cooking. And of course, it had warmed up by then, so this winter will be pretty nice. It'll be nice to come outside and cook when it's nice and cool outside.
What kind of calls you make?
I actually brought a couple out because everybody keeps asking. Here's some of the duck calls, some of the different woods. You know, it's cocobolo, zebra wood. I mean, we've got several different exotic types of woods. As you can see, I don't use a repeater. None of them are the same. They're all a little different. They're all handmade. If you ever get a call, I can promise you,
Did you bring a turkey?
Have one just like it.
Somebody asked for a turkey call. He's going to get the turkey call. Let's see.
I've got two. I mean, like I said, again, they're all just handmade. You can see the difference in sizes. They've just burst on what I made that day, how it came out. They're all a little different. Need a little sandpaper, make it a little coarser. You can see it's been cleaned. It ain't need a little sandpaper, but
No, we don't have box calls, just slate.
throw a little sandpaper on there. It'll sound a lot coarser. It'll sound a lot
Nice
better.
Kiki. If you want to buy one, just message him on Facebook on Cajun Custom Calls, and I'll get to you on there. What's your favorite thing to hunt?
Man, I don't know. I grew up and love, and still to this day, I love the duck hunt. That was probably number one in my heart for a long, long time, still is. But then we moved out here, and I've got the privacy and the access to so much that I absolutely love bow hunting for deer and black bear. And I think one of the reasons I turned to loving it so much is because there's such an abundance of it here that I can actually sit on a stand and let 8, 10, 12 points walk by and enjoy the actual hunting part of it more so than just having to kill any and everything like I did growing up. You know, you hunted 7 days a week when I was growing up. You hunted 7 days a week deer hunting. If you killed one deer, you was almost a legend where I grew up. So we duck hunted a lot. Moving here, I got into deer hunting more, even though I did it all my life. But I definitely went from deer hunting 3 or 4 times a year with a bow to, hell, I don't even know the last time I actually gun hunted for deer being here. So I love the deer hunt. I love to duck hunt, and I love to trap. I love trapping. My little shed's got several hides. I tan everything I kill. Anything I kill, I don't waste. I tan the hides myself, and we use it in some sense of some way. I was gonna bring it and I forgot. I've actually got a knife I built, and I built a case for it that's actually built out of fox hide that I tanned. So I guess to answer your question, I love to deer hunt.
Somebody said they dig the high kiki sound. Said that last one you did on that turkey call sounded nice.
Yeah, the first one, like I said, it just I didn't put any sandpaper on it, so it's real dry in a sense. It don't have the dust to make it scratch and actually get that deep tone. The other one I actually did run sandpaper on it, which is why it sounds so different.
What are you cooking? Got a bunch of new people asking.
Cooking chicken, okra, andouille, and smoked sausage gumbo.
What's your favorite fish?
Oh.
No, we don't make deer calls.
Fresh water, my favorite fish would probably be, I'm going to add some roux in here. I call that a tablespoon, about a half a dump truck. We'll add another one.
If I miss your
Maybe
questions,
one more.
I apologize.
You know what? One more.
Yeah, it's pork sausage.
All right. Now, to get back real quick, my favorite fish, freshwater, I like what we call a sac-a-lait. A lot of people call it crappie, white perch. That'd be probably my favorite freshwater. Saltwater, my favorite fish would probably be speckled trout.
Let's see, where did I...
But man, do I love so many other. I love so many. I'd almost be tempted to ask y'all to fucking name something that I would say I don't eat. Well, I know a couple things I don't eat, but
let's see. Let me answer a couple questions myself. No, we don't have a website. All the calls are made to order, and it averages about 4 weeks because they're made to order because he makes them on his time off. You can go to Cajun Custom Calls on Facebook. That if you want to order one, I will post up some more pictures today on there.
Go to your
Or
go to her TikTok. You can go to her TikTok. You can go to Cajun Custom Calls on Facebook. And the reason we say that is, you know, my Facebook account, of course, it's easier to interact because you don't have to, you know, I don't know why TikTok got it where you can't just follow everybody. And every time I follow a couple people, of course, they shut it down. But go to Facebook or go to her TikTok account, which is Victoria's Mountain Design and Crafts. And go to Cajun Custom Calls on Instagram.
can you ask him to do a shout out of Wrexham AFC, now owned by Ryan? I don't even know what that is. Ryan Reynolds. We are in Arkansas. Do we like shrimp? Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you got something you're trying to get rid of? Bring them over here. We'll cook them. We'll do something with them.
Recipes.
I'll be like Bubba Gump. I got about 200 recipes for shrimp.
Do you like Scottish whiskey?
I don't know that I've ever had. I mean, when people ask me about whiskey, I don't compare over-the-counter whiskey to real whiskey. So I actually had some real homemade sake, which about sake'd my ass. But I don't know if I've ever had any real Scottish whiskey. And I don't mean no disrespect by that, because even American-made shit, if you come from a liquor store, it's, I don't know, it just ain't the same.
Yes, we love king crabs.
One of my bucket lists.
We're in north central Arkansas.
One of my bucket lists is to go to Alaska.
Snook.
Another one of my bucket lists would be to go to Maine. I'd love to go to Maine because of the seafood, in a sense, they have that they don't have in the South. Because I love seafood.
My daddy makes moonshine, but it's illegal here, sadly, but the cops don't care. What are you cooking?
Sausage, andouille, okra, and chicken gumbo.
I love shrimp, but the Mexican restaurant gave me food poisoning.
That's what you get for eating at Taco Bell.
Hey neighbor, we're in Louisiana, just south of Brozier. Know exactly where that's at.
Alright, so I've added this. Now I do have a container of chicken broth. Great value. I ain't holding back. I got the same shit as the name brand for less money. That's all I did. And I made some broth earlier with the bones and so forth from the chicken. But I do buy a container just to give it that extra.
This is actually my workshop. That's not our house.
Yeah, the building behind me is a building my wife and I built without a sawmill. That is her business. It's not the house.
I know exactly where you live at, near Harding. I don't know how they pronounce it. Let me look at the name again.
Alright, so I'm gonna throw.
Somebody said snook is their favorite fish.
No, I've never had it, so I mean, again, you kind of like the guy that asked me about the Irish whiskey. When you never had it, you really can't say a whole lot.
Yeah, he built all that for me. I see some people on here saying they're traveling to other states. Y'all be careful on these roads because the crazies are out there.
Shit, you may be talking to some of them.
Somebody said trout is best for sure. Do you like sushi?
Yeah, actually I do. I know that might come as a damn surprise, but like I said, we work pipeline. We traveled all over the country. I've actually traveled a couple of different countries early in my life. So I've actually eaten a lot of things that would surprise a lot of people.
Why do you say it's a bad infrastructure? Hi from Australia.
What's a bad infrastructure?
Well, I guess I showed it to them. I guess the bricks that are just sitting there just to cover the hole. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, well, see, the thing is, you're looking at this. This right here is cosmetic. This right here is where it's at.
Do you eat soul food?
Hell yeah. Let me tell y'all a story about some soul food. And some of you may get tired of this story because it may take me a few minutes because this is one of my favorites.
Hello from Japan.
So, at the age of about 25, I went to Torrance, California. Went over there to work. Well, after about 2-3 months, I swore I was gonna fucking die starvation because I couldn't find no good food to eat. No disrespect, just wasn't nothing there that was gonna keep me alive. This young man came up to me one day and he said, there's a restaurant in part of town that most folks like you don't go to. But it's a family from Mississippi that's got a restaurant and it's called Soul Food. Well, nevertheless, I loaded a 45 up in the truck, a couple of buddies, and we headed out the part of town that we were kind of told we wasn't supposed to be in. And we found this restaurant, and we went in, and I met about a 60-year-old black woman that had a Mississippi accent that brought me so close to home, I almost kissed her right on the lip. And next thing I knew, we didn't even order yet. We got our drink order in. She come out there with glasses of sweet tea like this and 3 cast iron skillet full of cornbread. If I hadn't have been married, I'd have probably proposed that night. So we ate over there and ate soul food. And the next 14 times I ate at that restaurant, I sat down with her family and ate at that restaurant.
You got somebody from Okinawa. Everybody's saying happy 4th, much love, happy 4th to you.
Hey, happy
4th of July
4th.
to the guys. Look, happy 4th of July, guys. Much love, Scotland.
Happy 4th to everyone. You know, whether you're in the United States or not, I hope you're having a blessed day. I hope you're having a great day.
Oh, they were talking about the drivers, not the building.
The what?
They
Oh,
were
the drivers. Yeah. Well, you know, there again, I ain't gonna lie. Now you see, that's how we get caught up in that same bullshit because we both snapped in a sense about the building, and we take that shit kind of that way, kind of like our driving.
Somebody said, would we be willing to adopt a 20-year-old that weighs about 300 pounds? Go Tigers.
Hell yeah, come on. I tell you what, you weigh 300, you come over here, let me tell you what's going to happen. Flash over there, babe. I got some logs on the ground. I got a sawmill on the other side of my wife's shop over here. I got trees laying down in the bottom where I'm clearing to raise a cow. I got enough shit to do out here. You can eat like this every day, and in 6 months, you're going to be as big as me.
That soul food from Mississippi is some good eating.
Hell yeah.
And your dad's a soul brother. We don't do 4th in Australia, but happy 4th to you all.
Hey, I appreciate it, guys. Again, you know, that's what makes all of us.
Horse's dad said there's a 300-pounder on his way. Oh, I'm gonna be. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell him that one for you.
Hey, that's what makes this whole world so great. And, you know, that's why I don't understand hate quite as much as it seems to be everywhere. But why we can't just agree to disagree
I will work for a place to live.
and just love one another, enjoy life, enjoy each other, enjoy the things that are here for us to enjoy. We seem to fight about it more and not enjoy it. That's why I moved out here. I don't want to fight with people.
What are you cooking?
We're cooking a chicken, andouille, okra, and smoked sausage gumbo on the 4th of July. And the only reason I'm cooking this on the 4th of July is because I've had about 10,000 requests. For those of you that, I put it this way, there ain't a motherfucker in Louisiana cooking no fucking gumbo on 4th of July unless that air conditioner just got worked on and inside that house at like 42 fucking degrees.
Okay, let me.
But I'm doing it because I love y'all.
I'm gonna answer this one. We have 4 dogs, 2 cats.
Oh, you gonna be here a while.
1, 2, 3, 4 turkeys.
100 fucking chickens.
Yeah, it seemed like 100 chickens. And whatever animals that decide we gonna feed that day in the woods.
Yeah.
We have deer that come out, squirrels, rabbits that like to come free range, bears.
We got
Coons.
We got a couple of hen turkeys we've been kind of babying in a sense.
Somebody said true, a gumbo's a winter food.
Yeah, there ain't no doubt. We know this. I just let TikTok get the better of me.
Do y'all eat red rice with sausage? I've never had red rice. Unless you meant red beans and rice.
Hell yeah, now we do some red beans and rice. We do some white beans and rice. And when we get close to the end of this, for those of you that are going to leave before then, I'm going to go ahead and freak you out now. I grew up, when this gumbo is about done, I'm going to pull the fire pretty much away from it, and I'm going to crack and drop about 10 eggs in there and let them poach in that gumbo. Some people grew up with it, some people didn't, but I've never cooked it for anybody that didn't go home and make it a tradition at their own house. Poach egg in this, somebody can make you slap your wife.
We get the okra in the summertime. You grow it, and then you just blanch it and put it up for the winter. Do you own a pirogue? Hold on, I'm gonna show you one. There's our pirogue.
I actually built that pirogue. And this ain't just no regular, couillon pirogue now. That's old Cypress paddle I built. Right there. Built that out of some old Cypress boards I had.
All right, let me sit back.
Here's the old pirogue. You know it's real when a little coon ass like me can pick it up and hold it in the air. One pirogue.
Did he make his spoon paddle? Yes.
We make just about everything. This old lid on this pot, 2 pieces of black walnut, old deer horn. Make you a good lid for a big cast iron pot that don't come with a lid. At least keep the bullshit out of there as best you can. Like this, you find some old horn. That's old little elk horn.
Where can find me one?
Find something like this, I keep it. Hell, I use it to make handles. Might make handles for some doors or something on the house or her shop.
Every Cajun owns a cooking paddle. Yep, pretty much.
Actually, the one I built, this is an old piece of cypress. The one I built just to cook in this small pot. We cook in a bigger pot, we get a bigger paddle.
Let's see.
Alright, so I'm kind of, get out of there.
I'm going back through, sorry. Gumbo, what is it? Gumbo sounds good. Never had it with eggs, but I'm going to try it next time. Happy 4th.
I'm going to add a little bit more water and let this just kind of brew itself down. Brew it down there. You can see I got a jug of water because...
Somebody said my dog looks, where's it at? My dog looks just like yours, a big old meatball.
Well, this is my dog. Hey, come here.
Got over 300 viewers. Yep, got 332. Thank y'all.
This is my dog. This thing right here, he don't do nothing but just sit outside, chill out, calm. He obeys me. I can go get a 22 rifle. He'll have 4 squirrels in one fucking tree in about 10 minutes. That's somebody that loves to hunt. We've hunted squirrels, coons, anything that somebody can get his snout on.
Thank y'all for all the gifts. Much love to y'all. Like
hey, again, thank y'all. Like I said, happy 4th, the gifts. Man, we can't say thanks enough. Because, I mean, it does help my wife and I because it gives us the satisfaction and the opportunity to take that money and go help another family, as we did Miss Bev. Like I said, 4 or 5 so weeks, we're gonna try to do something for another family. We're doing some research and finding someone worthy and needing, and we'll go to them. We'll cook. We'll probably donate as we always do. We'll donate the food in our time, and we'll go cook for them at their house or wherever they want. And then whatever donations we get through our lives, through Venmo, through PayPal, anything, is the money we use to help them and make a difference in their lives. And as always, it comes from y'all, not from us.
Hello from the North Pole.
Hey, you see Santa Claus?
Does that rooster crow ever drive you nuts? Yes. 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 All the time. That's a huge, that Dutch oven, that's huge. No, it's not squirrel gumbo, it's chicken.
It's some yard pimp, okra, andouille, and some smoked sausage.
Do you like to clean or does he?
You know what?
Who likes to clean? Who does the clean or whatever?
If you fucking dirty it, you clean it.
Do you sell the aprons you have on? I can. Never thought about it, but I can. Just let me know.
Hey, anything as far as aprons, the koozies, you know, hell.
We're in Arkansas.
We've got jars with seasoning. You know.
Dublin, Ireland.
There's my wife y'all get in touch with her, and there's not a whole lot she can't.
The paddle part's not on the ground; it's hanging.
Yeah, the paddle is actually hanging in there.
It's not touching the ground.
It's not touching anything. It's just hanging.
Why do you stir your gumbo so much?
Why do I stir my gumbo? Because if I didn't, I wouldn't have nothing else to do while I'm talking to y'all.
Hello from Britain, no hard feelings. Okay, that's got to be the best comment, so yeah. One of the best ones. I'll trade living in Vegas for living there.
Again, guys, and I personally do appreciate that comment for a simple reason. You know, as long as people are living in the past, their future is guaranteed to be fucked up. Because they're always looking backwards. And that's just the way I look at things. But, you know, who the fuck am I? If you want to walk around and live life looking backwards, go ahead. When you run into something, don't blame something you ran into. Blame yourself for fucking looking that way instead of where you're headed, not where you've already been.
Kenya, much love.
Much love to everybody.
I'm gonna be adding the aprons on the or his Etsy account within the next day or two. Do you use a beard oil?
Alright, so I've never used a beard oil. I've never used any beard products until I got on TikTok, and a young man sent me a product he makes, which is Holy Beards. I was never approached to mention his name. I was never approached to do anything with his product other than try it. And I did that, and you asking this question, and I'm not ashamed to say that I do put his,
good idea, I'll do that.
I put his beard butter in my beard, and I will say, of having a beard for so many years, this is absolutely the softest it's been and the easiest it's been to comb in the morning and keep it the way it is. So I would recommend, if you've got a beard, look him up. I know nothing about any other part of the beard industry. I'm not saying he's the best or the only, but I'm just telling you, for me, what he sent me works. And yeah, so answer your question, yeah, that is what I do. He does have a beard oil. I've never gotten any. I think I would be interested, though, because the beard butter has done so much comfort-wise that I might be interested in getting some oil from him. I guess I owe him that. He sent me the beard butter for free. I guess the least I'd do is buy some oil from him.
The aprons, I'm not real sure how much they'll be. Message him on here, or you can message me on my TikTok, which is Victoria's Mountain Design and Crafts. I'll have to figure up the price. Let's see where else. There was something. There was a question.
A Texan?
Question. Oh, there's a lot of Texans on here.
I was going to say,
what are we cooking?
We got a lot of friends in Texas. Hell, what I consider families in Texas.
What are we cooking?
Some yard pimp, which would be chicken, okra, andouille, smoked sausage, gumbo.
No, we are not local 798.
We local 69.
We're in north central Arkansas, close to the state line. Happy 4th to everyone. Thank y'all for all joining. It much love to that. Stop cooking. Let's order pizza and beer.
Share. We got gumbo. We got beer.
He's funny.
The only thing I'm ordering is your ass to come over here. You were sitting right here right now smelling this.
How much for a bowl?
Come get it.
It's not, it's andouille. What brand of beer?
Coors Light. Again,
We're about
that's my preference.
3.5 hours north of Little Rock. Local 69. He's a dirty old yard bird.
Hey, you ain't got a sense of humor. Oh, did you come across the wrong page? But stay in here. I'll learn you something.
Thank y'all for all the gifts. Much love to y'all. That damn rooster is brutal.
Yeah, he is.
I earn a
Oh, look, there's one of them over there. Somebody
I
came
own
out.
a jerky store in Wisconsin and would love to sell your products. Get with us on here.
Look, get with us, guys. One of the things I am big, like I said, we take all the donations, any money that we receive on Venmo, anything, whether it's from this app or anything else we do, we take that and we use it towards helping another family. We don't use it for ourselves. My wife and I both worked for 30 years, and we still both work, but that's not the reason we're doing this. We're not trying to get money to look at,
Trust me,
we
we're not
live
making.
this way because we want to.
Yeah.
We're not living here because we have to. We living here because we want to. But the money that we do get, we want to use it to help other people, as we did last week, cooking for Miss Bev. Young ladies having a lot of health issues. We were able to help her somewhat. Hell, we helped her probably a lot in the fact financially with the donations y'all did give. But we also was able to give her an absolute day of laughter and happiness, and that means a lot to us. So I appreciate the gifts, and so anything, if you've got a small business or anything and you need, or you just want some help in it, hell, hit us up. We're not looking to charge people to mention
Awesome.
your
Thank
name
you,
or,
Robert. Ty said, love you, Daddy.
Love you too, son.
And somebody said, I missed the beginning. Can you go over how he cooks the gumbo?
All right, so let's go through it real quick. Get a pencil, get a piece of paper. First thing is, of course, this so much is empty now, but I made the roux. I did this prior to being out here because this was about an hour and 15-minute process. 50% flour, which if you're making a gumbo this size, be about 3 cups of flour, 3 cups of oil. Put it on the stove, very low heat. Don't stop stirring. I mean, like stack 4 or 5 beers right there next to you, and stir continuously. Low heat. Get it down to about the point of looking like dark chocolate. Turn the heat off. Get it out the pot because the skillet's going to continue to cook and burn the bottom or turn it to a bitter burnt taste. Get it out, put it in a bowl, let it set. All right. Then we come outside. We take this pot. We took andouille sausage, smoked sausage, and chicken. Put it in your pot, brown it. Don't add any oils because you've got enough grease and oils in the chicken, the sausages, the andouille. Brown it until a light brown, consistent. Take it out, put it in another container. Then we put 2 pounds of okra, raw okra, 2 bell peppers, 2 large yellow onions, a whole pack of green onions, and about 2 tablespoons of garlic. Put that in there. Instantly add about 6 cups of water. Let that cook on a medium heat. Let it cook. It'll get slimy. Continue cooking it. It'll finally get to the point where there's no slime left. It'll just be the okra, the onions, and a little bit of water. At that point, add your meat and your sausage back in. Get all that in there. Add about, I normally make my own broth. I do buy a container of broth also, so I add chicken broth that's homemade, and then I add 1 container of store-bought. So you're going to add close to about a gallon, depending on the size pot you've got, but in this case, you're going to add about 1.5 gallons of chicken stock or broth back into it. Then add about 4 more cups of water. When that comes to a hard ball, add that container of roux into it until you get the color and the consistency you want. And at that point, it's kind of, you seen earlier I pulled the coals away from it. You kind of want it to just simmer, cook slow, cook it down to the chicken and everything is completely cooked down. The roux is gotten into everything you've put in this pot, which is the goal. And again, here in a minute, it's still simmering around the edges. When it kind of quits simmering, You know, you can see it's a little bit, still a little watery, and that's because I just added about 5 or 6 cups of water because I want it to simmer and cook down on a low heat. We'll let this cook. Believe it or not, we won't make it to the end of our life with it because I'll actually let this simmer in this pot for about another 2 hours. And really just get everything to come together, as I call it. And then we'll pull the heat completely off of it. And I personally, I'll drop about 10 to 12 eggs. I'll crack them, break them, and poach them in the gumbo. And that's just something we've done where I grew up. And it's something I still to this day love eating. So I'll poach about 10 to 12 eggs in this. When it's completely cooked and ready, it takes about 3 to 4 minutes to poach an egg in here, and then you fix a bowl. And
thanks for all the gifts. Much love to y'all. And no, we don't use two-step. We don't use slap your mama. We don't use Tony's. None of that. He makes his own seasoning.
This is just a jar I brought out here this evening. There's not a whole lot left. I'll put it back, but no, everything I cook with is seasonings that we make ourselves. I mean, of course, I've got about 6, 8 jars inside that because when we make it, we'll make it in about.
Thank y'all for the gifts.
We make about 6, 8 jars at a time. But no, we don't use we don't use any other.
No, we'll use salt and pepper
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we use salt and pepper and nothing against the other seasonings. I've got nothing against them, but you know, they've got seasonings for the same reason. There's 1 or 2 things in there they prefer.
Oh, somebody said, what'd you think about people putting potato salad in their gumbo? Well, guess what we got to go with our gumbo?
We got a potato salad inside we made this morning while I was cooking the roux for that exact reason. So what we think about putting potato salad on your gumbo is if you don't put potato salad on your gumbo, you have got to.
You don't crack.
Out. Huh? Oh, I done got her with the smoke. Sometimes the camel woman sometimes is a victim.
Yeah. Hi from Belize. We are cooking a gumbo. Would you sell your seasoning? Okay, you'll have to give me a second. I got to move away from the smoke.
Yeah, absolutely. I would sell it. I mean, I hadn't even thought about it. Like I said, you know, absolutely I would sell it. I mean, it's something we make for ourselves. Like I said, I usually make it twice a year.
Yeah.
We put, you know, these size containers, these jars. I make it twice a year, and each time we put 6 or 8 of these.
Yeah.
Up. And,
Robert said you should sell it. Some
like
people
said,
said they'll try it.
Again, it's not something we really, you know, I don't know. I mean, I enjoy life. I enjoy doing this. I mean, as I said before, you know, we sell aprons, we sell koozies, we sell air fresheners, we sell the cups with, you know,
that's okay.
All of that, the profits on all of that is what we use to go help people. So I don't know. I mean, if I could sell seasoning, then we would profit.
Well, everybody's saying they'll buy some.
I mean, if we could profit a little bit on the seasonings, absolutely. I mean, we'd be able to help somebody. Yeah, hell, I got no problem. I mean, my seasonings is a recipe I've got that we don't share.
Can you come sit down for a few minutes and talk to everybody?
Yeah.
I have got to go to the little girl's room.
You got it flipped around?
Yeah, I think so.
What's up, everybody? Let me get over here. We're going to let her go do. Well, hold on. I got to hold this damn thing. I got to be able to read questions. I can cook a damn pot of gumbo without a pair of glasses, but I sure in the hell can't read. Are you in Louisiana? No, we're not. My wife and I were both born in Louisiana. and we moved about 6 years ago. We moved to North Arkansas. About 8 years ago, we bought land here, coming through on vacation. And when we bought the land, there was absolutely nothing but trees here. So the Quonset hut you see behind me is actually all been done throughout the entire building. There's a cathedral ceiling, a couple of walls inside, all rough cut lumber that we cut on our sawmill. My wife's shop. This is her business. That's actually a porch I've got to get done putting screen on. We're going to screen it in, put a screen door. That's my little workstation. We're actually going to tear that down. We're going to level the ground kind of where those rocks and stones are, close to where I'm standing right now. We're going to level that out with some rock and stone and so forth. We're going to build another fire pit. We're going to try to make it to where we can get a cover over it so that if the weather's not permitting, we'll still be able to come out here and cook, not only for y'all. I mean, that would be our biggest goal, but at the same time, this is something we do, I don't know, somewhere around 45% of our life and time is we're out here cooking, or I am anyway. Guys, you know, again, God bless y'all for the gifts. Like I said, the gifts, they mean more to me than most people are going to kind of come across and admit, in a sense. And it's not for me. It's not for me or my wife. We don't benefit off of it as far as taking the money to do anything for ourselves. This money is absolutely 100%. Just like the last live we did last week, is we'll find someone that is very needy of it, and we'll set up a date, and we'll set up the whole thing. We'll do our research and make sure it's legit, and we'll find someone to go and help and cook for, and donate the money that y'all donate, and it's donated in the name of TikTok. It's not donated in my wife and I's name by any means, and you know, it just makes a big difference and helps them. But anyway, so what we've been doing, let me try to flip this thing around where you're not looking at my face the whole time. All right, here we go. So I've got this thing, get off of here, what the hell? All right, so we've got the gumbo. Let's get over here. My dogs are going fucking ape shit. My adopted son, as I call him, has just showed up. Now this is cooked in a black pot, so if you normally cook a gumbo in a Magnalite, it might look a little different. But this is what it looks like cooked in a cast iron black pot outside. Like I said a second ago, I think my adopted son just pulled up.
Bastard child. I just asked him, I said, you gonna ride bitch with me?
Well, I'm sure he would. But, all right, so there you go.
All right.
Again, thanks everybody. I mean, I'm not in front of the camera, or I'm not in front of the screen where I can see. The little bit I was just holding the...
What breed is your dog?
My dog is half Catahoula Cur and half Blue Heeler. Son?
Somebody said stop making it political. Enjoy live. Oh, that's somebody else.
As everybody, some of you may have remembered from the past, this is my cracker. This is my adopted son.
Oh, you gonna make Ty jealous?
Well, Ty's my other adopted son, but his little ass don't come when I cook. So, just because I adopt you and you don't show up, don't mean I gotta give privilege to you.
Sometimes we do put shrimp in it, but today we're not because you can't get fresh shrimp.
We're in fucking North Arkansas. And if you buy shrimp in a frozen bag, you just soon not buy shrimp, in my opinion.
Hello from Terrebonne Parish.
Sheesh. Send me some seafood, Shy.
Yeah.
Hell, just gather it up. I'll come get it.
Wow, that's beautiful, homeboy, homegirl.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Look, I'm not a hater. I'm a lover. I like to help people. I like to do things. My wife's the same way.
Carrie here.
Stepchild the same way. Yep.
Carrie here from Los Angeles.
But the truth is the
but
truth.
From Arkansas.
And if you're buying seafood in a frozen ass pack, you just soon go eat at a Chinese restaurant.
Do me a favor. Get on this live for me, Horace.
Me?
Yeah.
Do what?
I need Horace to do something for me.
What do you mean?
I'm going to make you a moderator real quick.
What do you mean?
Do you guys also do carve? No, we don't carve.
Cars. Oh, no.
Carve.
No.
Oh God! Now we got a soundtrack.
My ability to do carving would be wouldn't be worth the shit, I would say.
All right, I'm on.
Okay, say hey for me, and I can make you a moderator real quick. No beers. Your daddy said no beers if you on a scooter.
Don't mind his business.
I got that. I promise.
Okay.
You. I'll take care of that. He started drinking, he'd be sleeping on the floor.
Okay, I'm gonna make you to. I need you to do something for me. Does it show you as a moderator now?
We got a little gumbo. Got a little
yeah.
moisture in there. We're gonna continue cooking that down. We're gonna get that to where it's a little bit more
Scroll through.
thick and consistent.
I'm sorry, I'm not keeping the camera still.
What are you trying to do? You got one of these haters?
Yeah,
Just let them hate. Hell,
Well, I could be the moderator of that.
yeah.
even the haters.
Well, I just want them to, just to make sure nobody's saying shit that they shouldn't be saying.
Well, what do I need to do?
Just click on that name and block that. So look, guys. I mean, again, we're trying to help people. We're trying to do the right thing. We're trying to. You're gonna get on here and just hate.
Mr. Rutt, can I get a shout out?
Who's that?
Caden McPhail.
Caden. What's up, Caden? Hell yeah, you can get a shout out. The other thing you can do is go over there and slap your dad upside his head for me.
Somebody said you remember when you hit the power line?
Hell yeah, I do. On that side boom.
Look for, did you see what Robert Phillips 1992 put?
Mm-mm.
Look for his name, and he said that everybody's saying to get rid of him. Not Robert, the person they're saying
no,
block.
Don't get rid of Robert. That's my favorite TikToker.
You ever go to Branson? Yes, at least 2 times a month, because the Copenhagen's cheaper over there.
We go to Branson. Well, I don't.
Hi,
She does.
hi from Miami. No, we're not blocking Robert Phillips.
Hell no.
You see what I'm talking about?
You're going to get on here and hate.
He's out of here. Somebody's taking care of him. I got another moderator because I can't do both.
You're going to get on here and hate. You know what?
What?
I
It's
respect your
GMAC
opinion.
52.
I got him. I'm trying to click on it.
But,
Hello from Miami, Florida.
woo! Where you at in Miami? My granddaughter and my daughter-in-law in Miami. We may have to make a trip to Miami. I've been there twice. Took me 6 months to get over the tragedy of being there. I seen more people in 2 days than I've seen in the last 40 years.
It's still showing him.
It won't let me click on his name.
Hand me my phone.
What is this guy doing?
I don't know. That's
He's trying to get political and why'd you vote Biden? Why you did this?
Why did I vote Biden?
Yeah, and
Bitch, I wouldn't have voted for Biden if he'd have been running against a fucking.
I mean,
shit
we're here to
group.
have fun, not
Oh,
get
shit
political
suit.
on here. I mean,
I didn't vote for Biden. You think I'd vote for a fucking handicap and a goddamn? Well, I say hand. I'm talking about mental handicap
it's his family's fault. That's what's the problem.
and camel toe Harrison.
All right, let's see. Hello from Baton Rouge.
I'd have put that fucking dog in office before I'd have voted for that retarded.
Hello
bastard.
from Cuba, Missouri.
Motherfuckers want to get on there and talk political. I'll talk political for a second, and they can either get on or get off. I don't give a fuck. But I can tell you this. Motherfucker voted for that motherfucker. He's the most racist son of a bitch ever been a president. And he's been on national TV and fucking made it obvious that he's a fucking racist. But yet, they want to fucking bash people because they hang an American flag up and call them a racist. And this old white motherfucker, fuck that. Fuck them son of bitches. TikTok can suck my dick.
Okay.
Motherfuckers gonna get
What are
on
you
here.
cooking?
We cooking a chicken, sausage, okra, and andouille gumbo.
Hello from Pennsylvania. 30 miles outside of Pittsburgh. Oh, I love the Strip District down there.
Man, I love the bunch. We spent a lot of time pipelining, working in the gas industry down in Pennsylvania. Hell, we worked up there, what, 2 or 3 times. As hard as it may, or believe it or not, we bought this place where we're at in Ozark Mountain. I bought this place based on what I had experienced in Pennsylvania. To me, this was Pennsylvania, 8 hours from where I grew up. And that was the whole reason I ended up buying this place and moving here. Because the terrain, the landscape is so close to what Pennsylvania was. And yet I was 8 hours from where I was born and raised.
What does adding the eggs at the end do for the gumbo?
It